Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh Bahashibi Hashai, Bahashim Kakwadash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, to the Akwat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,001 third, the hopeful elect of Israel, on the brother Yahshua. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to call this lesson, but it's going to be about these assassinations that we're watching, what they mean, okay, and what's going on, because people are sleeping. Okay, so I'm gonna just try to run through it real quick. All right. So the definition of political assassination, the term typically refers to the killing of government leaders and other prominent persons, right, for political purposes, such as to seize power, to start a revolution, to draw attention to a cause, to exact revenge, or to undermine a regime or its critics. Okay. All right. But basically, the killing of government leaders and other prominent persons for political purposes. All right. With that being said, let's start with who? Abraham Lincoln was a good old man. He jumped out the window with the stick in his hand, or with his dick in his hand. Let's see. Abraham Lincoln. Let's start there, right? Let's start right there. Hell, Yahweh Shai was assassinated for political reasons. Anyway, let's see. I'm not trying to, let's see, more factions. Let's see, family, mother's death, education, marriage, early. Let's see, political views. Let's see. The reason, I'll just cut to the chase. The reason they killed Abraham Lincoln is sic semper tyrannis. Okay, it was about a war, right? What war? Oh, the Civil War. Good enough? Sic semper tyrannis. Who's that? That's your boy, John Wilkes. Okay, he was on the other side. Okay, it's a war. Why was Abraham Lincoln killed? Because he was in the middle of a war. Okay, what became of his assassination? The Civil War, right? Or was the Civil War already popping? I should probably look at that. I should probably know that. Let's see. Did Civil War start after this guy? I believe after political assassination. Look at this. Civil War leader was assassinated 5 days after Kennedy. Wow. Why was Lincoln not assassinated during? Okay, so that tells you that the war was already jumping off. But what did it do? Did it end the Civil War? Let's see. Why did Lincoln have so many issues with his generals during the Civil War? Okay, so that's not helping. Anyway, Lincoln was assassinated due to war, is the point. Why was Lincoln assassinated? War. Let's see if this says anything. I don't want this to go long, but I can see where it's already going. So I'm going to have to step it up so we can get out of here. We all know, okay, changes post-war. Is it President Abraham Lincoln assassinated, changes post-war politics. Only 5 days after Confederate General Robert E. Lee's surrender, ending the war, President Lincoln was assassinated, okay, because he, right? It says only 5 days after surrender, that should be the end of the war. But they're still killing presidents, so the war's still going on. Okay, so good enough, whatever. All right, so we're going to go from Lincoln to Ferdinand. Dinand. I just want friends. I don't want no band or anything. Okay. Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. Franz Ferdinand, let's see. Let's just read this. His assassination in Sarajevo was the most immediate cause for World War I. That's all I wanted. Let's go now to JFK. Why was he assassinated? Okay. Until his assassination, he served when you hear about the assassination of JFK, what do you hear? Cuba did it. Well, if Cuba did it, didn't Russia do it? Where were Russia's missiles? Right? Weren't they fighting over missiles? Sounds like war to me. All right? And I'm not saying that Cuba did it. I'm saying that the Soviet Union had missiles in Cuba. This is about war. The war in Vietnam was already jumping up. This guy wanted to pull out. This is about war. What happened? He was assassinated. What? War. War with the mafia, right? War with the CIA, right? Anyway, he was assassinated because of war. Let's go now to Squeaky Fromm, if you know who Squeaky Fromm is, right? I remember Squeaky Fromm, okay, clearly. Squeaky Fromm was from the Manson family, and Manson wanted to do what? Helter-skelter, race war. Anyway, it was an attempt. Let's see. Gerald Ford. A-S-S-A-S-I-N-A. Gerald Ford assassination. Squeaky Fromm. See, look at this. Attempted. Gerald Ford, Slovakia. Attempt. Looks like they was attempting to shoot his ass down everywhere. Anyway. Attempted assassination of Gerald Ford, right? Squeaky Fromm. See? Fromm. Who is Fromm? Point it out real quick. Lynette Squeaky. See, this is part of history. A follower of cultist Charles Manson, so she was a mind-controlled assassin, because apparently Manson himself was able to mind control, right? So you can't say she wasn't. All right. Why did she go after Ford? Right? Well, I mean, trust me. They say it was because of the redwood trees, right? And that's some bullshit. That's the cover story. Oh, she was like the redwood trees in Northern California, so she pulled a gun. No, that's not how it doesn't work like that. She was mind controlled in Charlie's cult, and they needed to take Ford down. So, and Who else? The actor, Ronald McDonald Reagan. What was this about? Ronald Reagan assassination attempt. See how they're trying to hide this shit? Hinckley. List of heads of state, of government who survived assassination. There's a war going on. Okay? These wars are unending. I'm not trying to get that. Yeah, they don't want any of this to come out. So these assassination attempts, they murdered John Lennon. Who murdered John Lennon? Mark David Chapman, who was a mind-controlled assassin. I've done the research on that. I've done the research on Hinckley. Hinckley's dad was a high-level military, decorated person. Not exactly sure what his rank was. Okay, but I'm showing you a pattern. There's a pattern. Okay, and there's a pattern going on right now in everybody's face. All right, now let's get to trying to get through this list. All right, those were attempted assassinations. All right, but what? And I should mention quickly, Manuel Noriega. Right, if we go back to the definition, where's the definition? The definition of political assassination. It says other prominent persons, right? Government leaders and other prominent. Manuel Noriega. Ask old Nori, right? Drink Champ. Ask him where he got his name. That sounds prominent. You got Noriega and Pablo Escobar. They went to that country to go assassinate them motherfuckers, didn't they? All right, and that's prominent persons, okay, for political purposes, right? Well, these are the Panamanian strongmen. Well, they're over there slanging drugs. Well, George Bush was slanging, George H.W. Bush and his son was slanging more dope than anybody on the planet. Who came to grab them up? You understand? Anyway, so Noriega and Escobar fall into other prominent persons, okay? Now let's move forward to, where are we at? Some recent stuff. Let's go right here. Saddam, right? What happened to this guy? He was assassinated. Why? You all know, right? That nigga was hung, and they did it in front of everybody's face. See, they're not going to put in here assassination. It's not going to say that in there because who did it? Yeah, they assassinated his ass. Treaty with Iran. Presidency. Assassination. Where's that at? They're not going to show it. But they hung that nigga and they filmed it and they showed you, right? Now, you know who comes after this, right? We came, we saw, he died, right? Khadaf, right? Is that right? Muammar. They assassinated his ass. Right? Why? Just go look at Libya today. Them gold dinars went to somebody. Right? Now, I did all that to get here. Let's go to Soleimani. Who assassinated Soleimani? Your boy did. Uh-oh. Okay. They sure are hiding this shit. Where Soleimani was assassinated, who did it? Donald Trump did that. Right? Let's see. Oh, getting ahead of myself. Up, getting ahead of myself. Up. Slovakia. We know. Do we know? Oh, let's see. Trump had Soleimani assassinated. Is that true? No, they just had him killed. We did it. Trump said we did it because they were looking to blow up our embassy. So he's admitting it. We also did it for other reasons that were very obvious. This sounds like war. They were looking to blow up our embassy. Soleimani was? We also did it for other reasons. They're at war in Syria, right? Okay, so you got Soleimani, right? And Trump did that. All political assassinations. Now where do we go? Now it's getting juicy, right? Let's see. How am I going to do this? Just want to go here. Bear with me for a moment. I'm going to type in Brigadier General IER, Brigadier IER. General King, Brigadier Brigadier J. Y'all don't know nothing about a General King. Brigadier General, I'll just put his last name, Zahidi. Who is Brigadier General Zahidi, and what happened to him? Well, this was the one where the Israelis, right? This is what started what we see going on now. Okay, when Israelis, a month ago, Israeli strike on Iranian embassy kills 8 in Damascus, Syria. Okay, so this, right, got this thing popping, right? Because before this right here, you go back to Trump, which I believe was 2020, okay, which was Soleimani. Soleimani was 2020. Zahidi was a month ago. So that's 4 years. But the point is, if you see the slow march that is increasing in crescendo, okay? So we got Zahidi. They killed him, right? A month ago. Now what? Now Iran is going back and forth, right, with Israel. This is where we are now. Okay, so what happened after this was Iran launched 300 missiles, right? And after that, they embarrassed the shit out of Israel, and Israel loaded some nukes on F-35. They say that is a rumor, right? It's conspiracy, but I don't think so. I think that that's the truth. And because those planes were shot down, Israel was mad as hell because they didn't get their lick back. So what then did Israel do? Because their mission to drop nukes on Iran was foiled by what they say was Russia, but I think it was the United States because they don't want, it's too early for the nuclear war. Okay, what Israel did was they killed Raisi. Okay, so now they killed Raisi. Let me just get out of this. I could just go here for that. Where'd it go? Israel just. I can go right here. Select. I know this sounds convoluted, but I'm getting to the point here. Okay, so this is Raisi.
Attack on the helicopter carrying Iran's President Ebrahim Raisi, leading to his death in a
Okay, so this is 1 day ago. What is this? Assassination? Assassination. What does this mean? We're at war. Okay, now everybody knows about this. Okay, now, as a result of this, so, and what they're saying is that this happened because these guys aren't playing ball with the NWO. What does that mean? War. You're at war. If you're not with us, you're against us. We're at war. Okay? Who did this? This is well, Israel just revealed that they crashed. That sounds like war to me. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that this is true. Israel just revealed. That remains to be seen. But okay, so we got Raisi, right? And then what? Then this. Okay. Then this guy, Fico. All right. Here's the point. Political assassination. How quickly they're back to back now. Okay. Raisi. They tried to get this guy right here. Let's get that. Start right. Start here.
Started theorizing about other reasons for this helicopter crash. They referenced a failed assassination attempt that was done on the 15th of May.
What's today? 15th. Today is the 28th. 28th. Okay. So this happened before Raisi, or did it? Raisi happened about a week ago. Okay. So look at this. Look at the what did he say it was? Assassination attempt. Wait a minute. And what are these things? What are they about? What is political assassination? It's about war.
Theorizing about other reasons for this helicopter crash. They referenced a failed assassination attempt that was done on the 15th of May, involving the Slovakian Prime Minister Robert Fico. Following a government meeting at the House of Culture, Robert Fico was greeting a crowd in the square and shaking hands with citizens when a man in the crowd yelled for Fico to approach and shot him at close range with a handgun. The Redditor then realized a pattern. He noticed that 4 government leaders had stated that they would opt out of the WHO pandemic treaty. These included the leaders of Slovakia, Iran, Netherlands, and New Zealand. If news breaks about any possible assassination attempt on the leaders of the Netherlands or New Zealand, we might need to pay closer attention to this Redditor's theories. The propagation of these theories was not limited to anonymous online commentators. Prominent figures within Iran and abroad added their voices to the chorus of suspicion. Fodizadi, an educator and expert on Iranian state television, alluded to potential foul play, citing the presence of Mossad in the region and the need for a thorough investigation. Benjamin Rubinstein, a Jewish scientist known for his anti-Zionist and anti-imperialist stance, echoed the sentiment, refusing to rule out Zionist sabotage.
Good enough, okay? Now, where are we at? Where are we at today? Assassination, right? Assassination, right? Here's the point of this lesson. WW7. WW7's video, I believe was yesterday, is where we're at today. Okay? What you have to understand is this, all right? Venezuela, right, is an ally with Russia. So Russia has troops on the ground in America right now, as in the Venezuelan migrants that came across the border and are waiting for their signal to attack. Russia has boots on the ground through their ally, Venezuela, who the Venezuelans are sitting there chilling, waiting, sitting amongst Jake, partying, smoking weed, acting like they're gangbangers until they get that call. Then they turn into troops. Okay? So, this place at any time, all right? And it's not just Venezuela, right? They got Hamites over here. They got Ishmaelites over here, right? So they got Chechens over here. And there's a war going on right here on U.S. soil, right? What are they doing? They sent their assassination teams to do what? Come to America, infiltrate. They're here, and they're doing what? Invaders are approaching U.S. bases, taking pictures of special forces, what? Colonels' homes. You putting this together? Assassination. Here, in Babylon. They go into their country homes way up there in nothing but the forest, and they got, listen to this. Surviving end times 21 hours ago. Assassination time right here. Okay?
What's going on, guys? WW3 here, checking back in with you. And I'd say that it's just about game time here. I suggest that people take this stuff serious. We've talked about what could potentially happen here for a lot of years, but it looks like some critical stuff's going down. If you don't know, we have an incident that just took place outside of Fort Liberty, former Fort Bragg in North Carolina, where we have 2 illegal migrants that were spying on a special forces colonel, snapping photos of his family and his kids, and he caught them. There was a confrontation. He shot and killed one of them. And this is a big deal because other colonels, other people are going on like Fox News, and they're saying that this is a huge threat. They're in here, they're spying on our top level generals at their homes here in this country. And now they've been engaged. They go on to say that here in this country, these illegal migrants are showing up at our military facilities 2 to 3 times a week. A week. That brazen. Well, everyone's just ignoring it, right? 2 or 3 times a week they're showing up at our military bases and they're getting turned away. Now, the ones that are showing up at the bases are showing up acting like they're trying to document for some kind of whatever excuse they give. They do have passports, the ones that show up there, and they seem to be the forward unit of this invasion. Of course, we know there's millions in here at this point. They are also stating that they are rolling up on our bases with drones 2 to 3 times a week. Incursions. So our bases are getting infiltrated by drones, and these dudes are rolling up on them in packs. And they're rolling up on our colonels at their homes, spying on them. Hello? How much more are people waiting for? What are you waiting for? Them to show up at your house? Taking pictures? Like, dude, you better get ready. You better get it all ready. Locked and loaded, everything that you got. You better get with your neighbors. You better get plans together. They're here. Enemies here. It's because we've been sold out. They brought him here. So you better get the training. You better be taking your extra time, your extra money. You better get ready. This ain't no joke. They're here. Just like they rolled in the Trojan horse. And at night, they sprung. It's like they're waiting for their moment. And once it begins, there ain't no going back. This country will never be the same. You better get ready. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. It's that time. So y'all better be prepping full scale. You better be training. You better be training. You better be getting with your people. You better be doing everything it takes right now while you got the time. Before time's up. We got a big event coming. And as soon as a series of events goes into motion, it's like dominoes, one after another, and it won't stop. So, a heads up here, I'm going to leave some links below. Make sure to check out the video clip on my Twitter as well.
All right, that's pretty much it. You should understand now. Okay? You should be able to understand that we are at war. This piece right here is a very good piece, but you have to give it the context coming up. What they're outside taking, shoot, they could have took him out right there, right? Sniper, but they probably want to take him alive, get some information, you know, and then put him down or whatever. All right, so understand this is all World War III, right? And it's about to get really, really good. All right. So let me get let's go to, and I know I ain't brought out no precepts, but let's get 31. This is 2nd Ezra's 13 and 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. So there's plenty of war coming up, all right? Celestial war, war in heaven, all right? Civil war, race war, you know, kingdom against kingdom. Rumors of war, that's war too, propaganda. All right, so it's on and cracking. And understand that it's not, it's on your doorstep, it's here. See, people are thinking that, oh, it ain't coming here, it ain't coming here. It ain't, it's just proud. It ain't coming here. Go back and put all of these pieces of the puzzle together, and it's easy to see what is about to happen. All right. Thing is don't be afraid. All right. The Most High got you if you're in this 100% truth. So with that, we hope that the elect will edify you, brothers and you sisters. Shalom.